Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the ADP Showcase Showdown. We are ready tonight. We're going to be talking about Justin Fields and Justin Herbert, the battle of the Justins. So we'll see you guys here in about 30 seconds. What is happening, everybody? Here we are again, like I said, with another episode of the ADP Showcase Showdown. On my left, I got my man, Jeff. Jeff, how we doing this evening?
Hey, Saturday night, my friend, as always, time to get out of that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. I'm looking forward to the debate of the Justins, which you're going down, Mikey. We'll see, my friend.
You know, it's kind of funny that you say this, and I mean, I could always just take you out of the show if I need to, like at any given time. So, like I said, the name of the game is always going to be I win because I'm going to win. Not really, though, man. This is going to be a great debate right here, just because these guys are both so good, and they're coming down with an ADP of 8 and 10. Once again, every time we're talking about this, we're talking about half PPR, 2 quarterback leagues, right? So this is where these two guys are going. You're seeing a little bit of both, right? You're seeing Justin Herbert going in 8 in a lot of formats or a lot of different styles of leagues, and then you're seeing Justin Fields going in that same place. And that's why we're going to be breaking this down for you guys today. It's just because we want to give you the best information that we can come up with, at least as to how we're making that decision. And in this in particular one, this is one that me and Jeff are actually truly both I am 100% for Justin Herbert. He is 100% for Justin Fields. Although there is instances where I can see myself drafting Fields if I can get him at the 10 spot for sure. Yeah. But so the way we do this, if you guys didn't catch us last week, we're going to have 2 minutes to talk for, 1 minute to talk against, and then we're going to swap places, right? So we're going to talk first about Justin Fields. Jeff's going to tell you why you should draft him. I'm going to tell you why you probably shouldn't, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk about Justin Herbert and tell you why he's clearly the better answer here. And then Jeff's going to come up with something, pull something out of whatever. And try to take me down. See, that's the benefit of being a host of the show as opposed to the co-host on this one, because you're able to talk a little bit more trash in the intro there. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Jeff, why don't you go ahead and lead us off? Tell us why. Why are we drafting Justin Fields this year?
Let me start by saying this, Mikey. I am so confident tonight in Justin. I'm wearing cologne. I know you can't even smell it. That's how confident it's just radiating off me tonight, buddy. Okay. Justin Fields, the upside to this kid, and mark my words right now. I know I've said this before. My gut is usually right, seldomly wrong. Justin Fields will be the number 1 fantasy quarterback in 2023. You can mark the tape right now, my man. August 5th, 9:05 p.m. So last year, all I'm going to say is this is 7th. He was 7th in rushing. And I'm not talking about just quarterbacks. I'm talking about overall. He had 1,143 yards rushing and 8 rushing touchdowns, which, by the way, matched Christian McCaffrey. And he had 4 more rushing yards than Christian McCaffrey. Granted, McCaffrey missed a couple games, but we're not talking apples to apples here. We're talking quarterback to running back, number 1 pick, what people say overall a lot. And people aren't talking about Justin Fields. Week 9 versus Miami, the guy set a record last year, 178 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, and he followed that up with some interesting performances. The guy is out of this world, and he had 0 help at wide receiver. Okay, he had Allen Robinson, Darnell Mooney, yada, yada. He actually picked up a legit threat in the slot or on the outside. DJ Moore, I know he's not the biggest of names, DJ Moore. He's kind of like a Tyler Lockett, always up there, fairly disrespected. But I think the addition of DJ Moore, and when you couple that with the upside to Justin Fields being the top of the heap, this guy is who you want to draft. No disrespect against Justin Herbert. I'll get into that. But Justin Fields, my guy. You heard it here first.
Excellent. Some great points for right there. Some great points for as far as getting Justin Fields on your team. Now I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started as to why you shouldn't do that. Now, Justin Fields did finish as the quarterback 7 last year. Props. He did great. Now, 99% of that he did on his legs. He didn't really get a whole lot done with his arms. And granted, he doesn't have quite the complement of weapons that, say, Herbert does, right? He's got Mooney. He's got Kmet. And that's about the end of the game right there. Even in the backfield, he doesn't have like a great pass catching back like Austin Eckler or anything like that. And this year they did grab DJ Moore, which is a huge improvement, right? DJ Moore is a guy that can make plays. He can get open, and he can also catch a lot of contested balls, and he scores touchdowns. That's a lot of things. But Justin Fields doesn't get things done with his arm. He gets it done with his legs. And I'm going to tell you, Liz, right now, I guarantee you we see a shift in the NFC because the two reasons that two teams got their butts handed to them last year was because they weren't prepared to go against a rushing quarterback. I said it when when San Francisco faced Philadelphia. I said San Francisco is going to have to change their dynamic. They're going to have to change that football scheme. They're going to have to do things that they're not comfortable doing, and that's going to take them out of their game because they're going to have to send a linebacker on spy, and that's exactly what happened, and they lost the game. A lot of people will say it's because of the quarterback situation, which, okay, granted, that did happen. But you're going to see, like I said, you're going to see a big shift, and they're going to have to get it done with their arm, and I just don't really think that Justin Fields is a guy that's ready to get it done with his arm yet.
I got a lot to say about that. I'll let you get into Justin Herbert, but man, do I have a lot to say. So.
Yeah, we'll still have our closing arguments, my friend. So we're not done yet, of course. So I'll go ahead and get started here as far as my man Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, he was everybody said he had a down year last year. Everybody's like, man, he had a down year. He did finish as a quarterback 1. He did finish as the 11, but he was the second in passing with 4,736 yards, which is incredible considering that only him and Keenan Allen and Mike Williams played 4 games together last year. That was it. 4 entire games together on the field at the same exact time. That's crazy. When you take away weapons like that and you're still able to get that kind of volume, that's monumental. So this guy right here, we'd be getting him at the 10th round, and we already can guarantee that we're going to have that top-notch yardage coming out of there. And then another thing about it, they got rid of their OC, and they added Kellen Moore as their OC, and they added Quentin Johnson. So you're going to have Williams, you're going to have Allen, and you're going to have Johnson. Then you're also going to have Everett and Eckler on the field all at the same time. That's a complement of weapons that's crazy fast. Sorry. And able to get things done. He barely ran last year, too. So this year, he'll be running a lot more, I think, and that's going to be the volume that we're looking for. And that's why I think Justin Herbert's going to be a great grab this year.
I got a lot to say about that one, brother. Wait there. And I'm glad we discussed Mr. Herbert. This is probably maybe 6 weeks ago. I mentioned Justin Herbert. He's kind of like the fantasy quarterback equivalent of Nickelback. You kind of know what you're getting into all the time. It's not all that great. It's not terrible. That kind of thing. That's kind of what the guy is. What is the upside to Justin Fields? You're going to get most likely, perhaps the number 1 fantasy quarterback around. Okay, the floor is not all that low with Fields. Herbert, yeah, you kind of know what you get. Does anybody think that Justin Herbert is going to be the number 1 fantasy quarterback next year? I don't think anybody around there possibly thinks that. He averaged 17.1 fantasy points last year. Justin Fields averaged 19.7. Yeah, granted, okay. Herbert had 700 yards, he had 25 touchdowns. Fields had, not too many yards, 200 yards. He still had 17 passing touchdowns. And you add that with his rushing abilities. To me, I think this is an honest no-brainer. Do you have trust that Herbert is going to be that much better than Fields? I don't know. I guess we'll wait to see, but that's my opinion.
And I respect that. Like I said, I mean, to me, you're not really getting a whole lot of difference there, a whole lot of gain or loss or anything like that as far as both of these guys go. I just feel like Herbert has the better weapon set. I think he has the better opportunity, and I really think the Chargers can win the AFC.
Nobody's debating that, and nobody's saying that the Bears are going to be going, 10-7 or 11-6. That's not even what fantasy football is about. I don't really care what the Bears go for as far as a record is concerned. Everybody's just concerned about what do we got fantasy wise. The highest upside is Justin Fields, if you're being honest. Period.
Excellent. So there you have it, folks. We've got them out there. We got Justin Fields versus Justin Herbert. Make sure you're making that pick with good confidence on either side of the ball. Make sure you guys are also following us at Triple Play Fantasy. Give us that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, get all the notices, because we're going to be coming back with some DFS and some blitz. And we're also going to be coming back next week with another round of ADP Showcase Showdown. So we will see you guys next week.